What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Man. We back with another reaction video. Today we got why are you an adult at age 18? Yeah, why are you an adult at age 18? I didn't make sure that was the right title. You feel me? I don't know. And I clicked the video because me, honestly, I don't know the answer and I want to know the answer and I know y'all want to know the answer. So I ain't finna say much. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. You feel me? Comment down below what y'all want to react to next. And let's keep running it up, man. Y'all comment down below now, before the video even start, why do y'all think that the adult age is at 18? Then come back at the end of the video and let me know if your answer and your prediction was right. And don't cheat, bro. Don't cheat. No point in cheating, bro. Keep it real. Like I said, make sure I like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's keep running it up. Where my lighter at? Let's get it.
Wix. If you're ready to create a website, head over to Wix.com.
But it's not no promo, my nigga.
The age known as the age of premium plans right now. The age in which you are legally considered an adult, known as the age of majority, is most commonly 18 years of age. This is thought to be the legal threshold of adulthood when you are no longer considered a minor and are now part of the majority population. You now assume control over yourself, your actions, and your decisions.
I was gonna grab my ash cup, but this will do.
Thus terminating the legal control and responsibilities of your parent or guardian. A pretty sobering thought for many young folks on the brink of adulthood. So who decided that 18 should be the age of adulthood anyway? Welcome to this episode.
I wanna know who decided that shit. Cause sometimes I feel like that's not old enough, but sometimes I feel like, I don't know.
Of the infographic show, how did 18 become the standard for adulthood? The age of majority is defined at the age at which a person is granted by law the rights and responsibilities of an adult. In the United States, 18 is the most common age of majority. Some states, however, grant majority after a person passes high school, and still...
Isn't the whole United States 18 years old? What the fuck? Hold on. 18 is not the legal age around the world? I could have swore it was, bro. So you're telling me there are different, like, places and states and countries and shit where it's lower than 18 or higher than 18?
Well, others have it set even higher. Alabama and Nebraska.
See? So some places is higher.
For instance, have the current age of majority at 19, while Mississippi is at 21.
Not bad. 21 at Mississippi.
As the age of majority does not affect voting age, which by law is set at 18 due to the 26th Amendment to the Constitution, giving 18-year-olds the right to vote in federal, state, and local elections. Let's just cover a few bases before we dive right into how 18 became the legal age of adulthood. There are a couple of terms that sound similar to the age of majority or the legal age of adulthood that you should know. The first one is the age of consent, which, like the age of majority, varies by state. As you already know, the age of majority means that you are now legally considered an adult. You are granted the rights and responsibilities of adulthood, like opening a bank account, purchasing a car, renting an apartment, buying a lotto ticket, and lots of other fun and legally contracting things. With that right,
you could do a lot of things at 18. But you can't do a lot of things at 18. Hate that shit, bro. Cause see me, I'm 19. I'm a youngin'. But it's like, fuck. It's so much shit I wish I could do right now. I can't do. I hate that shit, bro.
Comes great responsibility. You now also get to be held legally accountable for your actions. That's a lot of pressure for someone who's just out of high school, but it's a real eye-opener. Welcome to the real world, kid. The age of consent refers to the legally defined age in which a person is no longer required to obtain consent from a parent or guardian to get married. It also refers to the age at which a...
I got a question. How is tobacco safer to buy? No. How is alcohol safer to buy than tobacco? I'm not saying it's safer to buy. I'm saying like this, bro. Why would people rather have their son and kids drunk than high? Like, bro, I'd rather inhale some ganja, some Zaza in my life. Like, me, see me, I don't drink, bro. I'd rather inhale weed, bro, like gas, you feel me, into my lungs, bro. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, I feel like alcohol, bro, like, at least with weed, I might be high, you feel me? I might be out of there, bro, but I know what I'm doing. Like, I don't like not having control of my body, bro. You feel me? Like, I feel like people that alcoholics and shit like that, like, you don't like having control of your body. You feel me? I can't judge, you feel me? Cause everybody got their own problems. Everybody addicted to some shit. You feel me? But it just saying, I just feel like, bro, alcohol, bro, that shit not it, bro. I'll do it special occasion, you feel me? But I don't like that shit, bro.
Person is considered to have the
Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. I don't like that shit, though.
capacity to voluntarily agree to sex, with consent, of course. Though sexual
What? This nigga didn't say.
to the age at which a person is considered to have the capacity
So
to voluntarily agree to sex.
So in these places, if you're not 16, you can't voluntarily have. Bro, these bitches be 14, 13 having sex. These fucking eaters. Well, at least where I'm from, man. This age shit don't mean shit. The fuck? People fuck when they want to fuck. Excuse my language, bro, but come on, man.
With consent, of course.
Am I lying?
Though sexual intercourse with a person
I'm
under
not
the age of
lying.
consent will likely lead to criminal charges of statutory rape or sex.
What?
Person under the age of consent will likely lead to criminal charges of statutory rape. Consent, of course. Though sexual intercourse with a person under the age of consent will likely lead to criminal charges of.
And I hate when they say she told me she was 18. I mean, sometimes they do be saying they was 18, but majority of the time, bro, they knew they wasn't 18, bro. Stop saying that bullshit, bro. Stop saying she told me she was 18, bro. Sometimes, bro, the girl dead ass be lying, bro. Cause I knew some girls that were dead ass not tell a bit their age, bro, and literally let some shit happen, and they know the person. Wait, like, come on, bro. I don't seen some shit like that. I know females like that, bro. Like I don't know, like they're not my homegirls and shit. I just know them and shit, like, bro. Females will be young, bro, and literally like they wouldn't give a fuck, bro, and put an older nigga into that predicament, like without giving a fuck. Like they would not tell a nigga their age for real. But most of the time, they're lying, though. Most of the time, these niggas know their age, bro.
Statutory rape or sexual assault. So make sure you always know how old the person.
This is how you order all this delivery food for
Shut
cheap.
your hungry ass up, nigga.
Okay, so
Fuck out my face.
person you're about to get down with actually is. Another term confused with the age of majority is the age of license. Like we mentioned before, the age of majority is the age at which a person is legally recognized as an adult. The age of license, however, is the age at which a government grants a person license or permission to engage in certain activities, like buying and consuming alcohol and tobacco, or if it's legally sold in your state, cannabis products. It also includes driving a motor vehicle and entering into certain kinds of contracts, like renting a car. In some cases, the age of license is even different than the age of majority. For example, you can get your driver's license at 16, even though the age of majority is 18. Or you can be the age of majority but not allowed to legally buy or consume alcohol until reaching the age of license, which is, of course, 21. But what if you decide that you want to
Age of license is not 21. What the fuck are you talking about? Isn't it 18?
be on your own before you reach the age of 18. This would require a legal process called emancipation. This happens when a minor is legally emancipated by the court to automatically obtain the age of majority before their 18th birthday. They are no longer controlled by their parents or guardian, and likewise, the parents or guardian are freed of the responsibility.
What is that shit called? Emancipation? Bitch, I've been emancipated then. I've been emancipated, boy. I've been solo rocket, boy. Shit, I ain't trying to bash my parents or whatever, bro, but shit.
Toward the emancipated child. Most
Shit.
jurisdictions consider minors who marry to be automatically emancipated and have obtained the age of
You could marry as a minor. Never knew that.
majority status. Alright, so now that we've covered those bases, let's get back to where all this started. During World War II, President Franklin D. Roosevelt lowered the minimum age for the military to draft to 18, even though the voting age had...
So his sick ass only lowered that shit so he could get more people to fight. That shit was probably 25, man. She was probably 25 years old, man. That nigga said, fuck. We need more soldiers, my nigga. Drop that bitch down all the way to 18, man. Have everybody 18 and up come fucking fight and risk their lives. Shit. Salute to the soldiers, boy. Salute to the soldiers.
Historically been 21. This outraged many and a rally cry was born. Old enough to fight, old enough to vote. Became the slogan of the youth voting rights movement. In 1942, the slogan prompted
It's like, we done did all this for voting rights and most of us don't even vote. Most of us don't even vote. We be too lazy to vote. Let's be real. Most of y'all motherfuckers be lazy as fuck to vote. And we did. People done fucking got shot in their neck, bitch. Done got grazed in their head, bitch. Got their ear took off, bitch, for them voting rights, bitch. People went to war about this shit, bruh. And we don't vote, bruh. Make sure y'all start voting, bruh. For sure, for sure. You may feel like it don't matter, nigga, but if some shit tied up, 12 extra votes for one side or 50 extra votes for one side could make a difference. Those 50, 100 extra people that decided not to vote, if you would have voted, it would have made a difference. You feel me? So, hey.
Democratic Congressman Jennings...
No, this not no fucking political advertisement. I'm just saying.
Randolph from West Virginia to introduce federal legislation to lower the voting age to 18. It was Randolph's faith in America's youth that really drove this effort. He said they possess...
Do you have faith in America youth, or you just wanted more soldiers to get shot? Or you wanted more soldiers to shoot for you? You have faith in America youth. What the fuck did that have to do with being soldiers, nigga? You only lowered that shit so you could have more soldiers. Stop the cap.
Possess a great social conscience, are perplexed by the injustice...
I got a question. I'm sorry for pausing this shit so much. I'm sorry. I got a question though. Like, when the whole war shit going on and shit, right? And you know how it's 18 and shit, right? Alright, cool. When all this shit going on, and it's time to draft people, do the president give a day son and their kids, or they just take everybody else's kid and son? Cause I know if the president got a little boy at home, 19 years old, it's a war going against fucking Vietnamese, whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck. You feel me? We got a war and shit. I know y'all not making y'all son gear up, bruh. Please. Talking about you have faith in the youth, bitch. Hell no. Shit, you better not have faith in me, bitch. Shit.
...is in this world and are anxious to rectify those ills. And
hit your ass real quick with a, I'm too sick, bitch.
And in 1943...
I'm not in proper shape to fight, governor.
Georgia became the first state to lower its voting age to 18. Presidents Dwight D. Eisenhower and Lyndon B. Johnson both greatly supported Randolph's cause. Eisenhower was the first president to publicly voice his support for a constitutional amendment that would lower the voting age. In his 1954 State of the Union address, he said, "For years our citizens between the ages of 18 and 21 have, in times of peril, been summoned to fight for America. They should participate in the more political process that produces this fateful summons." In the late 1960s, with the U.S. involved in the long and costly Vietnam War, youth voting rights activists held marches and demonstrations, demanding the attention of lawmakers to the injustice and hypocrisy of drafting young men who were denied the right to vote. In 1969, 60 resolutions were introduced into Congress that would lower the voting age to 18, but none of those resolutions ever came to anything. In 1970, Congress passed a bill that extended and amended the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed discriminatory voting practices. The new bill contained a provision that lowered the voting age to 18 in federal, state, and local elections. President Richard M. Nixon signed the bill into law, though he issued a public statement declaring the provision to be unconstitutional. He said, "Although I strongly favor the 18-year-old vote, I believe, along with most of the nation's leading constitutional scholars, that Congress has no power to enact it by simple stature, but rather it requires a constitutional amendment." In the 1970 case of Oregon versus Mitchell, the U.S. Supreme Court was tasked with reviewing the constitutionality of the provision. A divided Supreme Court ruled that Congress had the authority to lower the voting age in federal elections, but lacked the power to do so for state and local elections. Under this verdict, 18 to 20-year-olds were now eligible to vote for president and vice president, but not eligible to vote for state officials in the same election. Naturally, this outraged many, resulting in large public demonstrations, led by the youth who were being drafted but not allowed the right to vote. This was the ground.
These niggas wanted their rights, bitch. Fighting for their rights, so respect.
That paved the way for a constitutional amendment. Congress proposed the 26th Amendment, which provides the right of citizens of the United States who are 18 years of age or older to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of age. On March 10, 1971, the U.S. Senate voted unanimously in favor of the proposed amendment. After an overwhelmingly in favor House vote on March 23rd, the 26th Amendment went to the states for ratification.
I could have swore I've been voting since I was in fucking middle school, bitch. I'm not finna lie to you, like 8th grade type shit, man. I don't know that shit counting, bro. Like I know that, like I think it was Obama shit. Like my teacher had like passed this paper, this spreadsheet paper, like you feel me, across the room and shit, and we had to pick who we wanted to vote for. Like I don't know why we did that, bro. Cause if he's saying 18 years old, you feel me, but that shit look like. Think about it now, that shit like a real ass voting paper, bitch. Like that shit had the whole government shit on it and all, bitch. They made us vote. Shit, I don't know about that. Shit, looking back at it now, bitch. I don't know, she just wanted to see what we thought. I don't know, that's weird.
In less than 4 months, the necessary 3/4 of state legislature ratified the 26th.
Y'all let me know if that happened to y'all too. Like y'all had any voting things when y'all was kids and shit like that in school?
Amendment, making it the shortest ratification period of any constitutional amendment. President Nixon signed it into law that July. At a White House ceremony attended by 500 newly eligible voters, Nixon said, "The reason I believe that your generation, the 11 million new voters, will do so much for America is that you will infuse into this nation some idealism, some courage, some stamina, and some high moral purpose that this country always needs." The Senate report accompanying the 26th Amendment states that it was proposed for 3 main reasons. First, younger citizens are fully mature enough to vote. Most people between the ages of 18 and 21 had finished high school and had received some sort of higher education. Secondly, 18-year-olds bear all or most of an adult's responsibilities. This consideration was especially important since more than 11,000 Americans killed in Vietnam were under the age of 20. Third, young voters should be given the opportunity.
Damn, you see what I'm talking about? He lowered that shit, had 18-year-olds, all them shits dying. Most of the people that died was under the age of 20. 18 and 19, bro. Talking about you did it because you believed in the youth. Nigga, you did that shit because you wanted more soldiers. Stop.
To influence our society in a peaceful and constructive manner. Excluding 18-year-olds from the political process resulted in violent protests against the government. It might be a bit of a mystery why exactly we decided 18 was the standard for adulthood.
Man, there I have it. Why are you an adult at 18 years old? And who the fuck decided that shit? How it went down? Now y'all know, I ain't know till I watched this video, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised. I like how I picked up more knowledge, and I hope y'all had y'all notes and pads ready, y'all pen and pencils ready. Y'all was writing down these notes and shit. Cause shit, I'm giving y'all this informational ass knowledge, bitch. I want y'all to get smarter with these videos. You feel me? Shit, I ain't no teacher in anything, bitch. Well, I'm gonna look out for my people. I'm gonna look out for my dogs and shit. Put y'all on knowledge and shit. With that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what video I should react to next. I ain't gonna say too much, man. Y'all keep